What's up guys, Shawnthebro here, and we're back for another episode of the third-person action RPG tutorial series. In today's episode, I want to cover sound effects in our game. So we've made a lot of different mechanics in our game so far. We've added visual effects to some things like attacking characters, but we do not have any sound effects or any music at all in this game. There are two different types of sound effects. There's 2D sound effects and 3D sound effects. 2D sound effects don't have things like location, so a sound effect will be played when something happens. There will be no attenuation or fall off when we're farther away from the sound effect. And then there are 3D sound effects, which is the sound effects that happen with attenuation. So if I punch a character here, it's going to be loud. If I attack a character from back here, say with a ranged weapon, it is going to be more quiet. Gameplay sound effects like this in a game like this would typically be 3D sounds. That's what we'll be covering for today's episode. And our main test case would be equipping items can play sound effects, picking up items can play sound effects, attacking enemies can have sound effects. And we could do the same for the death of enemies and damage as well. Of course, there are a lot of other things that can play sound effects or cause sound effects in our game as well. But the main thing I want to do today is just show you how to add sound effects to our game. And that way we can use that system going forward whenever we want to create more sound effects in the game. We will also be covering menu sounds at some point in the series, and menu sounds are 2D sound effects, like I was mentioning earlier. So we will be using both in this game and in this template, but we'll start with the 3D gameplay sounds. If you're interested in getting caught up in the series and checking out everything that we've done in our game, from our UI to our enemies to our moving world components, our items, and a whole lot more, I'll link you to the entire third-person action RPG tutorial series playlist right here in the top right corner. Alternatively, if you only care about sound effects, you do not have to watch the entire series to follow along with this episode. It may be useful for you to watch the episode where we created the collision between the characters and the enemies, as that's one of our places where we are going to be playing sound effects today. I'll go ahead and link that episode here if you're interested. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and get started. This is a code and blueprint tutorial series. We're going to be working in both today. We'll be spawning some sound effects in code and some in blueprints. The first thing I want to do is get sound effects in my game. In my project, I have added some sounds for today's episode, so you can go to your content directory and right-click and add a new folder here, or you can go to your file explorer and add a folder in there, and I called it sounds. And then in here I have another folder that I called menu sounds, because these sound effects that I have right now are actually sound effects that I am able to use in this template and for my game. But they are menu sound effects, not gameplay sound effects. However, these are the ones I'm going to pull from for today's episode, so I put them in a folder named menu sounds, but you put your folder in for whatever gameplay sounds, menu sounds, whatever other types of sound effects that you want, so that you can keep them organized. For me, I'm going to be pulling from these menu sounds. I have these 8 sound effects. I can play them. Perfect, so those are our sound effects. And to import sound effects, you can just go to your file explorer. So here I am, I go to third person tutorial 5.1, content. Here's my sounds folder, here's my menu sounds folder. And here are the files. I just pasted these WAV files in here, WAV. You can use other formats as well, but I just paste them in here. Unreal automatically picks up on them and imports them for me. If for whatever reason these sound effects do not get imported automatically and you put your sound effects in this folder, you can go into the engine and click import here, which will bring you to the content directory of your project, and then you can go into that same folder and open it. At that point, you should be able to see all your sound effects in here. Now what we need to do is play them when we would expect to. Let's just go to one of the examples that I mentioned in the intro, which is spawning a sound effect, playing a sound effect when we damage an opponent. If we go to our code and go to our default enemy.cpp, in here we have our take damage function for the enemy. This is where we do things like spawn the VFX for the damage on that character. And what we want to do in here is play our sound effect when that character takes damage. We can do it down here right below the VFX or above it, whatever your preference is. Just in this area is a perfect spot to play our sound effect for the character damage. We can use gameplay statics just like we did for our VFX, but if you're not following the series directly, you may not have access to this class. So make sure you include kismet/gameplaystatics.h. That will give us access to a lot of helpful functions. In this case, we can use uGamePlayStatics, play sound at location. This is what I was calling a 3D sound, or a sound with attenuation and position. So play sound at location, and we're going to need quite a few parameters for this. The first one is the world context, so just where to play this sound effect. Similar to the emitter, we just need to know where to play this sound. So get world will work perfectly fine for that. Then we need our sound effect, but we don't have one yet. We need to make a sound effect and add it to our enemy. So let's go to defaultEnemy.h here. In here we want to make a variable for our sound effect. So similar again to our VFX where we made the particle system for the damage effect, we need to make one for the sound effect. I'll go right below our particle system here. The default sound effect to play when the enemy is taking damage. I'm saying default here just like I did in the VFX because this can be overridden per character, and additionally we may want to play different sound effects depending on what's happening. However, for now we just have one damage effect. We're just going to have one damage sound effect. We'll probably add more later for polish, but this will be the default sound for now. Property of edit anywhere blueprint read write with a category equal to sounds. This will allow us to access this and edit this value in the blueprint. It will also allow us to edit it at runtime and in the graph, which we don't necessarily need for this, but I have it for the other variables in my character, and I'm going to leave it that way for now so we have full customization over this character. And then later in the series when we're cleaning this up and we have a more defined structure, we'll get rid of any excess in here. We want to make a uSoundBase pointer. Damage sound effect. And this should be perfect. Now we want to go back to default enemy.cpp and take damage, and when we're calling place sound at location, after get world we want to pass in damage sound effect. After that we need our location. This isn't like the emitter where we need to pass in a transform, which is a location, rotation, and scale. We just need a location. So a simple way to do this is just get actor location. There are a lot of other things we can pass into this function, such as volume modifier, pitch modifier, attenuation details, and a lot more. We will be doing more with this in the series because we are going to have more advanced sounds, but for now let's just play at the location, default volume, default pitch, all that great stuff. Add a comment in here, play the sound effect for receiving damage. Now this is pretty much good enough to start playing sound effects when dealing damage to our characters, but we do need to assign the sound effect. So by default in the constructor for this character, a default enemy right here, we're setting all the default values for the variables. In here I also want to set damage sound effect equal to null pointer, which means we won't play a sound effect by default. Only if a default enemy or its children classes apply a sound effect to damage sound effect will we play it. Now, it's okay if in spawn emitter at location or play sound at location, these values are null pointer, because if they are, this function will take care of it. So it won't cause a crash or anything if these are null, but we could check for these things to make sure they're valid before going through all of this effort. But at this point, we have our variable set up. Now we can relaunch the editor. The editor is back open, so if we go to play the game now, you'll see that we can attack our character, and of course nothing will play because we don't have a sound effect selected. What we should do now is go to our character, in this case our enemy. We can go to blueprints, functional BPs, enemy, base enemy BP. Now this base enemy BP is really meant to be a wrapper blueprint class for our enemies. However, I made it into my pumpkin golem here just because I only have one enemy for now, and that means we can apply our sound effect here. However, when we have more enemies and more enemy classes, we'll have to go to every single enemy class and assign the sound effect. If we go to our class defaults and go to the details panel, We can either scroll down until we get to sounds and find it here, or just search for sounds, and you'll get your damage sound effect. At this point, we want to assign the sound effect, and I have a couple to pick from here. I think whoosh 1 or whoosh 2 is probably a good one. But again, these are really menu sounds, so this is just a placeholder. I'll pick whoosh 1 for now, compile, and save. Now if we go into our game and play, we will be able to hear this sound effect when we attack our character. There we go. So our sound effects are working as expected, and if I dealt damage to the character from farther away, it would also be more quiet. The great part is this is pretty much all you need to do to add sound effects to your game. So any other mechanic that we wanted to add sound effects for, like adding items to our inventory, equipping items, talking to NPCs, taking damage, dying, any of this could follow the exact same method. Now I do have another episode of sound effects planned right after this, which is to take care of all those cases. This was just setting up the system, showing it in depth after getting the sound effects in, but in the next episode, I want to go over applying all the sound effects. In some cases, we may not want to have a default sound effect. We may want to play different sound effects depending on the weapon that is attacking the enemy. So if the character got hit by a sword, we want to play the sword sound effect. If they got hit by the axe, they want to play the axe sound effect. That's something we absolutely will be getting into, but this particular episode is more basic than that. We just want to be able to play any sound effects. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode on playing sound effects in your game. If you did, please subscribe and consider joining the Patreon, YouTube membership, or Discord subscriptions to help support the channel and myself. I really appreciate everyone who has, so thank you guys so much for all the love and support. You are amazing. If you ran into any problems following this tutorial or any of my tutorials, feel free to join the Discord community. There is a link in the description, and I would be happy to help you out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Shawnthebro, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.